All right, let's see if this comes back on. Looks like it's still going. No! Looks like it's still going. No! Sorry, gang. We're just going to start the whole damn thing over. Oops, I did it again. Okay, I see you all starting to pop in here. Did I break it? Okay, we can turn my volume off there. You don't need to hear me talking to myself. Good Lord. The fuck? What a pain in the ass. All right, we're going to start this whole damn thing over. I'm going to pretend like this never happened. Yeah, right. So anyway, let's, I got to go back to the studio, go back into the stream. Looks like I'm going to have to change the thumbnail, edit this. Good Lord. Well, that screws everything up, but I'm here. I'm back. Back in the New York groove. That stupid song. And we'll put a thumbnail on it just to make it happy. And this pisses me off. Anyway, let's start over. Play the intro.
Ladies and gentlemen, coming to you live from the Lucky Dog Studio in a hidden location somewhere in the upper Midwest of the United States of America, it's a brother making his own way, but with all the wrong opinions. Welcome to the Morning Night Live with your host, yours truly, P. Dog Night.
Can I get through a stream today? Can I get through a stream today? We'll see what happens. Good Lord. Anyway, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Morning Night Live. I'm your host, Marty, also known as P-Dog Night on the internet. And welcome back to the P-Dog Night channel on this Thursday, the 29th of September, 2022, where it is FTG Thursday. We'll see how it goes. It's not going so well so far, but it looks like a lot of you came back. That's fantastic. Let's say good morning, and then I'm just gonna do what I do. I don't know. So we're going to start where it says LOL, because Avocados Diabli, even though you were the first one in the chat, you're also the first one in the new chat. Is this thing on? Not going? Yes, I am. Okay. Hi, Avocados Diabli, you get the bell because you were here first both times. I should give you a double bell for that. Also, good morning, Rotten Corpse, Mike Savage, Blargs, Omnibble Nation, D.I. Freighter Watcher, Decode, Jaeger Pony, Renee Mayette, Deathrow Hetero, Aaron Meredith, Tyrannius, Alexandrius, Invictus Soul, Select a Boy,
yeah, boy.
Jesse Leon, welcome back. Johnny Hellcat, the original viewer of the Morning Night Live. He was first, like of all firsts. Good morning, Neon Leon, Attack Alpaca, Jimmy Das Hotep. Good morning, Furry Kitten, Jim Beam, Simon Wolfwood, Nomad.
You are straight stop, soup, hammer time.
And I think that's everybody. I'm so glad you made it back because I didn't know if this was going to work today. Did you have to change channels? I don't know. I'm pretty sure you did, but then there's still 29 people. I still have the same chat. Did this work or something? I don't know. Anyway, shall we get into the news? There's a lot of things going on today that I want to talk about, and we'll see how it goes. New. Okay, I got to do that. Did it? Oh, you guys got me hooked up here. I don't know if it's the same. Let's see here. Is it the same link? VUE. Let's see what I put here. No, it's not. Okay, so I'm going to have to go into my Twitter profile and say, whoops, I did it again. But somehow you guys still got a new link. Here, let's do this. Oops, boomer time. Boomer time. New link. The other is bad. And let's do this. Ding. And there we go. Yes, by the way, I do. Oh, should I skip a couple things just to tell you this? Did you know it is National Coffee Day? Look at this. It's National Coffee Day. And I have my coffee right here. See, here I am. And I got this today. I got it in the it's the Budapest cup. I got this when I was in Budapest, obviously. It's a nice little cup. It says Budapest on it. Has the Parliament building, which used to be a castle. Oh my God, is that a cool thing? Maybe I should. I might even have a picture of that handy. Hello, K-Shell. Hello, Jilby the Lake. That's a new name. Welcome to the show. Let me show you this. My gosh, I am such a dork. Let me show. I think I got it on Instagram here. I'll find it easier there. Okay, there's me. And this castle is phenomenal. Except it's hard to see on. It's hard to see on here. Well, here let's see how well. This is the castle that we saw when we were in Budapest. That's my Instagram. Yes, that Marty. And let's see. There's me and Lady Boomer in front of the castle. It was very cool. I'm telling you, I'm going to start making the videos for that trip. I'll put them on my Marty's Big Journey channel, which I'll link here. It's linked in the description down below. But anyway, so please call me Mama Kiev. Oh, would you might you be Kieverdam? Jilby the Lake. Is that, or is it Mama Kiev? I don't know. Are you related to Kieverdam somehow? I don't know. So, things happen in the world. The things that people are talking about, the things that you got to know. Well, clearly, the hurricane is probably the biggest thing happening. So, just an update on the hurricane, which I didn't really talk about yesterday. If you are following along at all, Hurricane Ian wreaks havoc on southwest Florida before weakening to a tropical storm. Hurricane Ian wreaked havoc on Okay, I hate it when they make the title the same as the first line of the article. Ah, she logged into my account while we were on vacation. Gotcha. So, Hurricane Ian wreaked havoc on southwest Florida, trapping residents in flooded homes, damaging at least one hospital, and leaving over 2 million without power before it was downgraded to a tropical storm at 5 a.m. Eastern Time on Thursday. Ian made landfall over the Sunshine State as a Category 4 storm with winds up to 150 miles an hour, making it one of the strongest hurricanes ever to hit the country. What do you mean one of the strongest hurricanes ever to hit the country? If Katrina was a Category 5, well, I suppose if you count all of the hurricanes that have hit the country, I mean, whatever. But anyway, it left a path of destruction through the Gulf Coast, flooding neighborhoods, homes, buildings, storm surges, and with a storm surge and heavy rains, and an emergency room inside ER of HCA Florida Fawcett Hospital in Port Charlotte was inundated with water as powerful winds tore through the city's facility's roof, exposing its extensive care unit to the dangerous elements, according to a doctor at the hospital. Water poured down in the ICU as staffers rushed the hospital's sickest patients, some of whom were on ventilators, to other floors, according to Dr. Bridget Bodine. There's some pictures of the water going into the hospital there. Resident posted, as long as our patients do okay, nobody ends up dying or having a bad outcome. That's what matters, Bodine told the Associated Press. Nearby calls of people trapped inside their flooded houses overwhelmed local police departments. Residents posted pleas on social media sites alongside videos of rising waters gushing toward their homes as Ian's transformed the water roadways into rivers. Now, and then they have there's just pictures of structures, some airplanes that got moved, so to speak. One woman's North Fort Myers house was swamped by 5 feet of water, according to her out-of-state daughter, Pittsburgh journalist Brittany Haler. We don't know when the water is going to go down. We don't know when they're going to leave. Their cars are totaled. Haler said her only way out is on a boat. Top of trees, power lines. It was a hurricane, okay? It was a hurricane. Now, it's something interesting. So when I was in, what town was I? I think it was in Passau, Germany. They were talking about, they had every once in a while the Danube floods, right? And they had one of their worst floods in 2012, where I think the river was up like almost 38 feet, which a lot of the lower part of the town got flooded. And something interesting to me, because it's not the first time they've had floods there, and something they do that's interesting in that part, in Germany, and then another town we were in said the same thing. But when those flood waters are starting to rise, they know the flood's going. Something that they do to protect these old buildings, right? Because water like that, it's going to cause major structural damage. But one of the things they do that they've learned throughout the years is, first of all, they have different kind of flood systems, and they have these fortified things where they can just slide an extra door down to keep floodwaters out of the buildings. But they can only go so high in the buildings. If they go too high, it will still cause structural damage to the building. So they have structural engineers who go around and test every building in the town. There's hundreds of buildings, and they have these different places where they can put these fortifications. However, that's one way to stop it. The other way they can do it is they will fill their building. They'll flood their own building from the inside using fresh water. And what happens is the fresh water inside the building, first of all, counterbalances the pressure from the water outside the building. Also, when they do that, the fresh water flooding, they flood the building themselves, stops all the dirty flood water from entering the home. So I thought that was fascinating that they do that. Oh, and there's Keeverdam. How you doing, Keeverdam? So I thought it was just a fascinating thing that we learned when we were over there. So I don't know if they were doing this in Florida. I don't know how much they were anticipating the water to inundate homes, but it's obviously the top story. So there's some videos that we're gonna just check out. Horrifying videos show houses being swept away in Hurricane Ian, massive boats floating in neighborhoods. So horrifying images of so they did it again. All these websites do the same thing. They put the headline in the first sentence of the article. Good morning, Asia Research Director, by the way. We have a first sponsor today. Thank you, Chicago Mike. And Chicago Mike, you are the new Streamlabs superstar sponsor of the day. Thank you very much. Oh, I didn't. Did I give avocados? Did I give you the bell? Yes, I did. I did give you a bell. Okay. Chicago Mike says, "Hi, P-Dog, and welcome back. Hope you had a great trip. Question: at what point will the media blame the hurricane on Trump?" Well, you saw now the other day. Don Lemon from I don't even have this on the thing, do I? Don Lemon from This Is CNN. Don Lemon tried to make some weather experts blame the hurricane intensity on global warming. The hurricane expert, or the weather expert, wasn't having it, and Don kept trying to push him, and he's like, no, this is not, it's just a hurricane, and we have hurricanes in this part of the world. Because really, still over the last 20 years or so, ever since Al Gore made his movie, it's been documented that by the way, thanks again, Chicago Mike, I appreciate you, brother. Ever since his movie, that he was saying, we're going to have more hurricanes, they're going to be more intense, it's been documented that actually the number of hurricanes has been fewer than average for almost 20 years. In fact, the average is going down. But I just, so it's pretty fascinating. But yeah, Trump and MAGA Republicans are definitely the cause of the hurricanes, because, that's their cause everything. Also, good morning, Big Dro. So, horrifying images and videos surfaced Wednesday afternoon showing the catastrophic damage that Hurricane Ian is inflicting on the state of Florida. Hurricane Ian slammed into Southwest Florida's powerful Category 4 hurricane Wednesday afternoon after more than 2 million Floridians were given evacuation orders. With 150-mile-an-hour winds, Hurricane Ian is tied for the strongest it is the fourth strongest hurricane ever to hit the state. Okay, so that is amongst the most strong hurricanes. Approximately 1 million Floridians have lost power so far. This is the other thing. I was laughing about this the other day yesterday, because I heard this figure that approximately 1 million Floridians have lost power so far as the hurricane made landfall, with the majority of the outages occurring in Lee, Collier, and Sarasota counties. And I was thinking to myself, wow, a hurricane has caused 1 million Floridians to lose power. And I was thinking, man, that's like something that happens every hour in California. Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'll be here all day. Good morning. Why are you so angry? That's a name, not a statement. Anyway, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis warned that residents in those counties, if they chose to ignore evacuation orders, could no longer safely evacuate, and they needed to prepare themselves for the bumpy ride. Videos from the impacted area show severe flooding caused by the storm surge. Okay, I'm not going to read anymore. I'm just going to show you the videos that they provided in this. So here is one of them. We'll go full screen on it just so I'll try to at least. We never know how my computer's going to work. Why is this video playing? Turn that video off. Get off my screen, video. All right, let's watch some of the videos, and we'll see how this goes. See if these any.
Did you get that thing over there?
So this is in a neighborhood. Those are boats. Those are boats floating down the street in the neighborhood. That's pretty wild. Okay, that's one of the videos they provide. Let's check another one here. Let's see what else they got. In Naples, houses are moving. So this is a house floating down the street. The entire house.
You got the video?
Seems like the same neighborhood.
I got it.
Here it is.
They're lucky that isn't their house, that they're not floating down in it. That's wild. Okay. Let's see. More. Is that a Monet painting? I know it's a little blurry. I got you. This is not the highest quality video that they're putting down in here. And then houses are wiped off their foundations, seen floating down the streets of Fort Myers as the storm surge continues. Yeah, not the best video, but it's hard to tell because there's so much mist and. Did they catch a house being pulled off its foundation? I mean, look. I mean that water is going pretty close to the roofs of those houses, so it's going to be a lot of damage. I know. I heard that there were, I think, 33,000 electrical linemen from multiple states already in Florida ready to work on the electrical grid to re-clear that so people can at least get electricity. So yeah, that's pretty wild, the view there. Let's see if we can get out of this. And I think they got a couple. Well, rare first-person view of the storm surge. This camera is 6 feet off the ground in El Estero Boulevard in Fort Myers, Florida. Not sure how much longer it keeps working. You'll see it live only on Weather Channel Ian. Well, this is the camera they had fixed out there. Thankfully, no idiot is out there in the water, but you're watching the storm surge come up in real time. I know it's not a very good resolution on that, but anyway, you kind of get the gist. So anyway, if you're able to help, if there's any place you can help the residents of Florida or whatever, you can. Here's the view that what it typically looks like. So this is where that camera is, and that storm surge was what they're dealing with. So, video from Facebook Live of flooded Naples fire station, thinking of all the first responders working through Hurricane Ian to keep their communities safe. Yeah, they're trying to get as much equipment out as they can. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it is blizzard, Ian. I forgot. This tropical storm or hurricane identifies as a blizzard. So there you go. So anyway, so Blizzard Ian is wreaking havoc all over Florida. They got a lot of video. Video shows a fire caused by a fallen power line in Naples as winds from the hurricane picks up.
This is a fallen power line blown over by and winds, and you can see the sparks and the fire that it was causing there. You can see wind continuing to blow those flames and smoke with the palm trees and the palm fronds around there, but this is a dangerous situation there, and this is what we're talking about, staying sheltered in place, staying off of the roads, because
you don't want to be anywhere near the
power lines are susceptible to falling down and causing this type of danger on the roadway.
It looks like this town mostly affected by wind. I can't remember what city that's in. And there we go. And let's see. All right. So now this is interesting. Now, one of the things that's trending this morning, if you happen to be on Twitter, is Waffle House. Now, why is Waffle House trending? Well, apparently Waffle House has closed 21 stores from Naples to Brandon. So anytime you know that many Waffle Houses closed, you know that they were taking the seriously. Give me one moment, please. I'm going to pause for a second here. Just a second.
Where's my backup? External charger.
Okay, I'm back. So anyway, so what they've come up with is this is kind of humorous, and this is trending on Twitter. So it's update. Waffle House just told me that now this was yesterday. Closed 21 stores from Naples to Brandon. Closed as Ian fastly approaches. So some people are like, since apparently people have decided to slang at Waffle House today, allow me to say a few words. Okay, this is the best part, though. Here's the Waffle House index. This is obviously a meme. Restaurant and open, full power. Here we go. Let's go full size here. Oops. There we go. If restaurant, Waffle House index, green, restaurant is open, full power, full menu. Yellow, restaurant is open, possible power loss, limited menu. Red, restaurant is closed, get the hell out of town. All right, so that's the Waffle House index. That's why Waffle House is trending today. Also, Lake Eola near Orlando is trending because there's massive flooding. Shut up, computer. Gosh darn it. Lake Eola is, am I having a brain scramble? I don't know. Massive flooding in Lake Leola right now. This is on the south end on Leola Drive. It's been a steady stream of water flow. I guess I don't know why it's trending on Twitter. Only because, maybe it's because it's Orlando. But this is someone dealing with it on Lake Leola. It's basically overflowed into the streets. This person is dumb enough to be trying to drive through it, but I guess apparently it's not super deep. Looks like he's in a pickup though. Hello, Black Hebrew Israelite.
That's right.
Yeah, Waffle House is closed, run. So anyway, for whatever reason, they're talking about Lake Eola. And we are going to turn that video off. All right. Moving on, let's talk about the President of the United States. Now, this is not so much trending on Twitter because Twitter curates their trending topics, and we're not going to talk about they don't want anything that makes Joe Biden look bad. However, President Puddin'Brain, this President Sponge Brain Shit Pants, yes, President Where's My Underwear, has done it again. So if you're not familiar with Representative Jackie Walorski, she is the representative that died last month in a car accident. I believe I want to say Indiana. And yes, Joe Biden was at a conference on the White House conference on hunger, nutrition, and health. And here's what Joe Biden said. here's Joe Biden. You may have seen this. You have to see it to believe it. Let's see. Let's go. I want this thing to see the whole thing. There we go. Here we go. Here's Joe Biden. You're president of the United States.
And so many of you know so much about this as well, and you're committed. And I want to thank all of you here for including bipartisan elected officials like Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here? Where's Jackie?
Where's Jackie? Where's Jackie?
She was going to be here.
Where's Jackie?
Help make this.
Okay, so where's Jackie? Now, Jackie, as we know, died in a car accident. Now, that's not the worst thing about this, though. I mean, granted, we know he's sometimes confused. Hello, Duck and Felonies. How you doing? I know he's sometimes confused, and he's prone to gaffes, and he's 79 years old, and he's got a little bit of, well, let's just say I can't definitively say he's got dementia, but certainly has signs of it, right? Hello, Renee Mayette. And so, yes, he's going to make gaffes like that, just like when he told the guy in the wheelchair told the guy in the wheelchair to stand up that one time. But here's the problem. Okay, President of the United States, he's got Jackie on his mind. Hello, Damian Gershwin, what's up? He's got Jackie on his mind, right? But here's the problem. This is from about a month ago. Here is a statement from President Biden on the passing of Congresswoman Jackie Walorski of Indiana on August 3rd. Just over a month ago. About a month and a half ago. Jill and I are shocked and saddened by the death of Congresswoman Jackie Walorski of Indiana, along with 2 members of her staff in a car accident today in Indiana. Born in her beloved South Bend as a daughter of a meat cutter and a firefighter, she spent a lifetime serving the community that she grew up in as a journalist, a nonprofit director, a state legislator, and eventually as a member of Congress. For the past 9.5 years, we may have represented different parties and disagreed on many issues, but she was respected by both members of both parties for her work on the House Ways and Means Committee on which she served. She also served as co-chair of the House Hunger Caucus, and my team and I appreciated her partnership as we planned for a historic White House conference on hunger, nutrition, and health this fall that will be marked by her deep care for the needs of rural America. We send our deepest condolences to her husband, Dean, and to the families of her staff members, Zachary Potts and Emma Thompson, who lost their lives in public service, and to the people of Indiana's 2nd District who lost a representative who was one of their own. Yes, and so we got to the conference on hunger, nutrition, and health, and we got President Sponge Brain Pudding.
Much about this as well, and you're committed. Representative Governor, Senator Braun, Senator Booker, Representative Jackie. Are you here?
Jackie, are you here? You just now that tells me it's very unlikely the president of the United States writes any of his own press releases or writes any of his own statements. Hello, Simon Wolfwood. Oh, you're already here. Never mind. Not never mind. You know what I mean. Anyway, and in fact, what is this? 23 hours ago, join the First Lady and I as we deliver. Okay, that's just whatever. Join the First Lady and I as we deliver remarks to celebrate the Americans with Disabilities Act and mark Disability Pride. Oh my God, did you see that one too? That was weird. Let me see if I can. I wonder if I can open that. Let's see if I can do that. No. Okay, never mind. He did something because he was talking about disability pride. Like people with disabilities are proud of their disabilities, or they just live with them. I don't know. So anyway, now it's bad that the President Sponge Brain I'm turning into Sponge Brain. President Sponge Brain Shit Pants said that, but then we got the White House. Well, no, let me go back to the White House. I want to tell you what the worst part of this was. Some of you may be familiar with the organization Occupy Democrats. Now, Occupy Democrats is basically a PAC, but they also do a lot of, well, memes, I would say. Memes that are very critical of any Republican for anything they do. And after the President of the United States tried to ask Jackie to stand up, or, where are you at, Jackie? Well, she's in her grave. Occupy Democrats put this out. This is Occupy Democrats. Here's what they did. Radical right-wing Republican Jackie Walorski skips White House Forum on Hunger Initiative. She also was unable to be reached for comment about her act of defiance. Retweet if you are tired of the constant disrespect of President Biden. What a bunch of idiots. Idiots. Just soak that one in. They did take this tweet down fairly quickly after they were reminded that Representative Walorski is dead. But then we also have the White House press secretary trying very hard to make up for the president's gaffe, instead of just saying, you know what, he made a mistake and apologize to the family. Nope. Here's Miss Jean-Pierre explaining the gaffe.
Final one. Sure. What happened in the hunger event today? The president appeared to look around the room for an audience member, a member of Congress who passed away last month. He seemed to indicate she might be in the room.
Yeah, maybe she. Hey, wait, whoa. What? Hold up. When the president was saying she might be in the room, could it possibly be a case of I see dead people? Oh no! Is Joe Biden really alive? Anyway, let's hear the explanation.
Congress who passed away last month. He seemed to indicate she might be in the room. What happened?
So the president was, as you all know, you guys were watching today's event.
Yeah, we were watching it.
Explain
this.
Food insecurity. The president was naming the congressional champions on this issue
he?
And was acknowledging her incredible work.
Was
he? He had already planned to welcome the Congresswoman's family to the White House on Friday.
Yes.
There will be a bill signing in her honor this coming Friday.
Oh, great.
So, of course, she was on his mind. She was on his mind for the president. He very much looks forward to discussing her remarkable legacy of public service with them when he sees her family this coming Friday.
He said, "Jackie, are you here? Where's Jackie? She must not be here."
I totally understand. I just explained she was on top of mind.
Jackie, where are you? Maybe they rolled her.
This was what we were able
in?
to witness today, and what the president was able to lift up in this at this conference, at this event, was how her focus on wanting to.
She's okay. It was getting harder and harder for her to continue lying. In fact, let's see. Here's the top. Another reporter asked about the top of mind thing. There we go. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. I have issues again. Latrine can't even lie properly. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. FTG Latrine. Jean-Pierre. Good God, what is going on here? There we go.
It was top of mind for the president, and her family was expected to be here, and that's what he was thinking about. Why was he looking for her? I'm not trying to be snarky here.
No, I mean, and I'm.
Between what you were saying and what he said there.
And again, I think people can understand. I think the American people out there who, watch the briefing from time to time, maybe at this moment, will understand when someone is at top of mind. And this was such an important event.
She was so top of mind. She was so top of mind that the president felt that if he invoked her name and asked, "Where's Jackie? Where's Jackie?" Jackie is in heaven, and she will come down and anoint us with her grace and love from on high. So, "Where's Jackie?" was a statement of, where is Jackie? You're supposed to answer en masse. Like, right, like kind of in a protest when they say, "What do we want something and when do we want it now?" Well, this is, "Where's Jackie? She's in heaven. Where should she be? Here." That's how you should do it. That's how it should work. And it just, for whatever reason, the people in the crowd failed to do their duty on protecting this president and doing their descant response to the question, "Where's Jackie?" Right?
When we're talking about hunger, when we're talking about food insecurity,
we think of Jackie.
when we're talking about these champions, these congressional champions
when
who
we're
are
talking
in the
about these
room,
things,
who
we
have worked
think
in a
of Jackie.
bipartisan way.
And it's bipartisan.
We don't talk much about bipartisan
Hello, Maddie.
actions
Hello,
that we see
Maddie.
in Congress at this time. And as he was naming folks,
she
was on top of mind, and he understands and knew that he was going to see.
He understands that. I see Daddy. That's what he understands.
Her family on Friday for this bill signing. Again, I don't think it's all that unusual
No,
to
it's
have
not
someone
unusual
top of mind,
to call
especially as there's a
for
big
people
event,
who
two
are
big
dead.
events today and also Friday that is going to occur.
Okay.
And so he's going to see her family.
All right. Enough of her lying. Just shut up. Shut up. No more, please. You're killing me. Let's see. Oh, no, that was them. Okay, we're going to move on. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I must say, the Morning Night Live is brought to you by you, the viewers of the Morning Night Live. Please, while you're watching the show, it helps the algorithm, it helps my sanity. If you hit the like button sometime during the show, there's 33 people here, 23 have liked the show so far. If you like what you see, and if you don't, hit the like button anyway. It helps the channel. And by the way, if perchance you would share the stream, that would be also greatly helpful. Share the stream before, during, after the show. And if you're watching on replay, put a comment in the comment section. And if you can sponsor the show, if you're able, pdognight.live. That's the Streamlabs link where you can, if you go to pdognight.live, you can watch the show, you can chat, do the chat still. And what the hell? Get off my screen. Somebody yeet this person. Please. Someone actually, you actually... This motherfuckers actually subscribed to my channel so they could put spam on my channel. Let's gonna go there. We're gonna get rid of that one. Yes, you are gone. No, only one? How do you I want to remove, put user in timeout. Good God, I hate these spam bots, man. They really, really make me mad. Thank you for hiding those. And I was trying to remove them. These motherfuckers, I hate them. I hate these motherfuckers. Hide user on this channel. There we go. All right. We'll see how that goes. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ben and mods, for doing that. I hate those motherfuckers. So anyway, hit the like button, share the stream, put a comment in the comment section, and pdognight.live. You can do long form super chats there, priority chats, or you can do restricted super chats through YouTube super chats, and Venmo Cash App can sponsor the show. Okay, let's move on. So other things that are trending right now, Coolio. You know who Coolio is? Remember Coolio? Been spending most our lives living in the gangster paradise. Coolio has passed away. And there's a picture of Coolio chilling with Weird Al Yankovic, who did a spoof song, The Amish Paradise. But yeah, Coolio has passed away. I don't know what happened to Coolio. None of these reports have really said how he died. the Grammy-winning rapper, producer, and actor best known for his 1995 hit "Gangsta's Paradise" has died. He was 59 years old. Let's check let's see what Variety says here. And the only reason did I hide Select a Boy? Oh shit! Sorry, dude. Here, let's unhide Select Boy. No, unhide. Did somebody fix that for me? I hope so. I don't want to hide you, Select a Boy. I didn't boomer. I was so mad about these bots. I set it up so only subscribers can post on my chat. And these motherfuckers took the time to subscribe. They waited 5 minutes and then they joined my chat. Unless I did something wrong here. But anyway, so Coolio, the Grammy-winning Gangsta's Paradise rapper, dies at 59. Coolio, and of course the first line of the article. Coolio, the Grammy-winning rapper, producer, and actor, best known for his 1995 hit "Gangsta's Paradise," has died. He was 59. Let's see. I'm just trying to see if they say how. They're not telling you how. What I really liked about Coolio's my favorite Coolio groove is the one where he used the hook from Fantastic Voyage. Oh, did I say hi to Jay Pylon? Just said we're saddened by the loss of our dear friend and client Coolio, who passed away this afternoon. He touched the world with his gift and talent. Will be missed profoundly. Sheila Finnegan, his manager at Trinity Artists International, said in a statement to Variety, "Thank you to everyone worldwide who has listened to his music and everyone who's been reaching out regarding his passing. Please have Coolio's loved ones in your thoughts and prayers." I'm curious it doesn't say anywhere in this article what happened to him though. So I wonder if it was complications from something. Oh, I read this morning that it was a suspected heart attack. Oh, well, that's not unusual, I guess. He was 59. He's a year older than me. And, but anyway, rest in peace, Coolio. All right, moving on. Also, as I said earlier, National Coffee Day. It's trending. It's because it's National Coffee Day. And I don't know, there's just lots of people talking about National Coffee Day. If I scroll, there'll probably be some coffee porn, so I'm not going to scroll down. Samuel Alito is trending because people are mad that he said something. In a comment Wednesday, the Wall Street Journal, Justice Alito said that it goes without saying that everyone is free to express disagreement with our decisions and to criticize our reasoning as they see fit, but saying or implying that the court is becoming an illegitimate institution or questioning our integrity crosses an important line. I'm pretty sure that he's referring to something that Elena Kagan said recently, and I don't know if he didn't say her by name. Hello, Bishop, by the way. When she was talking about, the court's slipping into, illegitimacy. So all the lefties are out bitching about Samuel Alito. One, because he might have been sliding Elena Kagan, one of their heroes. And two, because here's an example. The court doesn't have armies to enforce its decisions. It has power because of public confidence in its integrity when it decides tough cases. So that even those who disagree abide. Alito's failure to recognize the legitimate reasons that confidence is diminished tells the story. Well, legitimate reasons that don't have a liberal majority on the court anymore after years and years and years of having a liberal court. So a lot of these people are just bitching and moaning about Samuel Alito. And so there you go. I'll leave the trending hashtag or whatever up in the links today. Also trending, Marjorie Taylor Greene is trending because her husband is filed for divorce because the marriage is irretrievably broken. Interesting. So I'm sure the lefties are out cheering because they hate Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'm actually learning to, even though I had this idea that she's not the brightest bulb on the tree, not the sharpest tool in the shed, and all those other analogous things. But I'm learning at least to respect her. I've been kind of trying to give her a chance and listening to the things she actually says, and not the things that people scoff at her for. And she is she's more intelligent than she comes off, although she's going to be hated because she's very blunt and very cutting towards her opposition. And so that really gets on their nerves. And in some ways, I kind of like that, even though I'm not a big fan. But anyway, Ryan Fournier, Marjorie Taylor Greene is not only a strong voice for voiceless, she is also a patron and an amazing human being. Keep fighting, Marjorie. We support and stand with you. Otherwise, another person, Marjorie Taylor Greene, spends more time with insurrectionists indicted for storming our Capitol, assaulting police, and using our flag as a weapon than she does residents of Georgia. Well, and let's defeat her this year. That's her opponent in the U.S. House in Georgia. But I don't think that's going to work. Peg Laswell, good morning, by the way. Jethro. Oh, Jethro, you're already here. Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband just filed divorce after 27 years of marriage. He's celebrating. Lots of people are... well, let's see what the Hill says. Not that I give a shit what the Hill says, because the Hill's a hit or miss. Either they're just telling you news, or they're just... Well, let's see. Let's see how Julia Mueller takes care of this. She's just this side of lunacy. Yeah, she plays that line pretty closely. I'm just saying. But when she's right, she's right, and she's right often. But every once in a while I go, she said what? What did she just say? Anyway, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's husband filed for divorce Wednesday on the grounds that the marriage is irretrievably broken, according to court documents. Perry Greene is also asking the Floyd County Superior Court to seal the divorce proceedings because the party's significant privacy interest in sealing the records outweighs the public's minuscule interest in access to said records. The filing contends that sensitive personal and financial information will likely be revealed throughout the case, which would negatively impact the party's privacy interest. Perry Greene's divorce petition requests an equitable division of the pair's assets and debt. The filing notes that he and his wife have already separated. Marriage is a wonderful thing, and I'm a firm believer in it. Our society is formed by a husband and wife creating a family to nurture and protect, Marjorie Taylor Greene said in a statement shared with The Hill. Together, Perry and I formed our family, raised 3 great kids. He gave me the best job title you can ever earn, Mom. I will always be grateful for how great of a dad he is to our children, she said, adding that the matter is private and personal. The congresswoman didn't directly mention the divorce filing in her statement, but signed a document included in the Floyd County Court docket confirming the receipt of her husband's divorce filings. In a statement obtained by The Hill, Perry Greene called Marjorie Taylor Greene his best friend and said the pair are heading in different directions. Our family is our most important thing we have done. As we go different paths, we will continue to focus on our 3 incredible kids and their future endeavors and our friendship. So it seems as though it sounds fairly amicable by the standards of their statements. And it seems like they have respect for each other, but just something ain't working. So, but that will be a fodder for all the people who hate Marjorie Taylor Greene. Hello, Jeff Overturf, by the way. All right. And finally, things trending. Roger Maris, PD, what is it called? PEDs, and Aaron Judge are trending today. Why? Because Aaron Judge of the New York Yankees just hit home run number 61, tying Maris's feat, which has been surpassed, I believe, twice in a season, once by Mark McGwire and once by Sammy Sosa, both of whom got in trouble for having performance-enhancing drugs in their bodies. So Roger Maris made a statement today that I thought was pretty powerful. I even did a separate bookmark just in case the trending topic flipped, and here it is.
I think it means a lot, and it's not just for me. I think it means a lot for a lot of people, that he's clean, he's a Yankee, he plays the game the right way, and, I think it gives people a chance to look at somebody who, should be revered for hitting 62 home runs and not just as a guy who did it in the American League. He should be revered for, being the actual single season home run champ. I mean, that's really
when he hits number 62.
Hits 62, and I think that's what needs to happen. I think baseball needs to look at the records, and I think baseball should do something. I think it means a lot.
So anyway, Roger Maris throwing some shade at Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa. I think what was Mark McGwire finish at? 72 and Sosa at 66, something like that. But both were juicing. So let's see. Let's leave this here. What did he do? 72? I can't remember. He's pointing to the needles. Anyway, Aaron Judge. So Aaron Judge is at 61. Okay, Aaron Judge says 73 is the record in my book, no matter what people want to say about that era of baseball. For me, they went out there and hit 73. Oh, it's 73 and 70 homers. That to me is what the record is. Well, I wouldn't be shy. Aaron Judge, I don't normally talk sports on my show here, but Aaron Judge is freaking amazing. He leads the league in home runs, slugging percentage, on base percentage, so total walks. And when if he doesn't hit the ball, he walks most of the time. He has like a 473 on base percentage. So he smacks the shit out of the ball. He hits big hits. He hits lots of singles, but he doesn't strike out a lot. Literally, he's almost on base 50% of the time he goes at bat. And that is just amazing. So kudos to Aaron Judge on his tying Roger Maris's big. Okay, what the F? I do not want this user on my channel. Okay, you guys got him. Got him. Good. This is amazing. I'll have to ban that fucker from my channel. Anyway, all right, let's move to a couple news items, which I really didn't get to many today, but most of these are courtesy of GunFox today. And this one is one that annoys me a little bit and I'm not a big gun guy, but I respect those who are. Apparently, the Democrats in the House of Representatives are proposing more gun restriction type things. And here's the main one that GunFox put up. Democrats propose tax hikes on guns and ammo weeks before the midterm elections. The Gun Violence Prevention and Safe Communities Act. Do you know? Oh my God. Do they really think this is going to happen? Do you think this is really do something? The Gun Violence Prevention and Safe Communities Act from Representative Danny Davis, Democrat of Illinois, and 21 House Democrats would increase federal excise taxes on all firearms and ammunition. Now, quick question. And just put an answer in the chat. Who pays for federal excise taxes on firearms and ammunition? Better yet, I got an idea. Well, who pays for them? Who can answer the question? See if you can figure out what answer I'm looking for. Who pays for federal excise taxes on firearms and ammunition? And I'll keep saying this and we'll see what your answers are. It would also raise taxes on importers, manufacturers, and dealers of firearms, as well as any person or entity that transfers ownership of most firearms. Democrats said the bill was modeled after federal tobacco taxes that generated revenue to fund programs aimed at reducing tobacco use. The gun tax bill would raise as much as $38 million per year and direct that money towards a new gun violence prevention trust fund. The fund would direct the revenue towards community-based violence prevention grants, gun violence research, hate crime prevention, and enforcement, and forensic examiner training. Now. I'm sure some of you are trying to answer this, and there's a little bit of lag, so I'm going to answer what my answer is. My answer is the people who pay for that are legal gun owners, because gun owners who, well, people who purchase guns on the down low do not pay these taxes. I'm just telling you, most of the people committing crimes with guns do not pay these taxes because they usually get the guns in some illicit ways. It's very rare that the people who actually go follow all the laws are the ones committing the gun crimes and gun violence. And also, how much, what percentage, let's give you a percentage. What percentage of gun crimes will this new federal excise taxes on gun and ammunition, how much gun crime will it prevent as a percentage? Somewhere between 0 and 100%. How much gun crime will these extra excise taxes on gun and ammunition prevent? Give me a percentage. I'm just curious. All right. Under current law, federal excise taxes on pistols and revolvers is 10%, which would be increased to 10. Oh, listen to this. So right now, it is 10%. The excise tax on pistols is 10%, which would be increased to, wait for it, 10.5%. Under the Democratic bill, the excise tax on other firearms, shells, and cartridges is 11%, which would increase to 11.5%. So trying to add 0.5% of extra tax, excise tax on these things. Oh my gosh, Joe Biden holds a piece of a pistol in the Rose Garden at the White House. You know what? I'm sorry. There should never be anything even resembling a weapon in Joe Biden's hands. I would not be within 1,000 yards of Joe Biden if I saw him with any form of firearm, because you just never know. He might go Alex, what's the dude's name? Alex Baldwin. He might go Alex Baldwin on you. I'm just saying. So anyway, the legislation is the latest to sign that Democrats believe gun control is a winning issue for them as the midterm election approach. Oh, I doubt it. Gun owners are very motivated people. They'll come out and vote if you're beginning to fuck with gun owners. I'm just saying. I'm not a gun owner. Well, I have one. I have one rifle that my great grandfather's 1873 Springfield, whatever. It's that gun the first gun that really almost wiped out the buffalo. Anyway, I still have his buffalo gun. So, okay. So, Republicans have rejected these arguments as say Democrats' support for soft sentencing and defund the police movements have emboldened criminals. True. The GOP says weakening American Second Amendment rights would only hurt efforts to curb violence. At the Texas Tribune Festival on Saturday, Senator Ted Cruz of Texas told a story about how a man with a gun stopped another man at shooting at a Texas church in 2017 and was interrupted with a heckler who shouted that violence doesn't stop violence. It actually is the only thing that does, Cruz replied. Anyway, that's how the MSM article finished. That was from a Fox News story. Anyway, so let's see. Also, here's in New Jersey. We're talking guns today. We're talking guns. A bill in New Jersey on gun-free zones imminent and will include private property restrictions. New Jersey governor says. This is interesting. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy said that he expects the state legislature to introduce a bill creating gun-free zones in the next 2 months to restrict weapons in public spaces and in any private home where an owner hasn't explicitly allowed them. Interesting. Speaking on WNWC's Ask Governor Murphy on Tuesday night, Murphy said such a measure was imminent, clarifying that to mean as in the next month or two, and would mitigate the effects of a U.S. Supreme Court decision that made it easier for licensed owners to carry concealed handguns in public. The June court ruling struck down a key provision of the New York's firearms law that required residents of that state to prove they needed to carry guns in public. Basically says if they apply and they qualify, you have to license them. You don't have to sit there and haggle with a judge for months. Excuse me. It affects states like New Jersey, which has a similar, quote, justifiable need, end quote, test for concealed carry permits. See, you have to prove that you have a justifiable need in some states, and the Supreme Court struck that down. And which is broadly regarded as having some of the strictest gun control measures in the nation. Yeah. And compare that to their gun crime. Although New Jersey, I guess, doesn't have as big a gun crime problem as New York City, but that's because New Jersey is right next to New York City. And maybe that's why. Anyway, in July, New York Governor Kathy Hochul quickly signed into law a bill banning guns in Times Square, the subway system, and other public spaces. Murphy issued an executive order shortly after the court ruling requiring state agencies to review their statutes and regulations and determine whether they could designate gun-free zones. You know what the greatest attraction for criminals are? Hello, furry kitten. You know what? And Tyler F. also. You know what the greatest attraction to criminals? The very best place in the world to be a criminal, especially if you're a violent criminal with various types of weapons, the safest place, the best place in the world to be for a violent criminal is a gun-free zone. I'm just saying. Because if there were signs saying, hey, the entire block here is armed, trained, and heavily equipped, I'm pretty sure the criminals would stay away from that place, right? In fact, there's places, I think it's in Texas, there was a city that there's signs in front of the building that say our teachers are armed, trained, and will protect, something like that. Anyway, on Tuesday, Murphy said churches, entertainment venues, and even private property, unless you, the homeowner, explicitly says otherwise, would be designated as a gun-free area under the proposed bill. Oh, I see. So I think what they mean is if, for example, if you own a home, you don't have to, your home is automatically a gun-free zone to any guests you would have in your home, unless you explicitly told those guests it's okay for them to have a gun in your home. So if you're a concealed carry holder, somebody else's home is a gun-free zone unless they tell you otherwise. Interesting. We need, let's see. Murphy said, we need that now based on the actions of this very right-wing U.S. Supreme Court, he said. He said action hasn't come more quickly for mostly benign reasons here due to other legislative activity and because the legislature only recently came back into session. I don't want to speak for the legislator, but I'm confident this ball will be rolling and God willing, we'll get something sooner or later. You know what? Again, like I think let me go back and look at these percentages you gave me here. Let's see. The other law, 0%, 0.01% or 0.1%, negative 10%, negative 27%. Yeah, that other law that they were talking about here, this one, the proposed hike on guns and ammo, or tax hike, that's not going to prevent any crime whatsoever. 0 is the correct answer. It won't do a damn thing. This law that Governor Murphy is proposing, I would say that it would be a catalyst to increase crime in certain places that put up signs that this is a gun-free zone. I'm sorry. It's just, you're not tackling crime by making access to weapons for legal gun owners. You're not doing anything because it's not the legal gun owners that are causing the crime problem. So, but anyway, FTG, Phil Murphy. That should be a given. All right, let's finish up here. Do I have anything else? Let's see. By the way, if you want to see that bill, I'm putting the actual text of the bill. Let's see. This is, let's go. You know what? I'm going to finish going through this bill. What else do I have here? This is this PA driver killed 2 during a H2OI has concerning record for a violation. So anyway, this guy, they had one of these places where the street racer people were blocking off the streets, and some guy tried to peel out, and he ended up killing a couple people, and now they found out this guy has a record. I saw that article, and I'm like, yeah, he has a suspended driver's license, charged for traffic stops, blah, blah, and all kinds of court things. Basically, it's just another example of people who get out and don't necessarily follow the law. They might, this one is not one of the typical, they let this felon out who's murdered or is on a charge of attempted murder, and then he went and killed somebody else. This is more a guy driving on a suspended driver's license, which yes, that's a terrible thing, but it's not the best example. But anyway, what's the other one here? Oh, and then they have some video of those. I'm not going to show these videos, but they have a video of the accident. So you can go read that one yourself. I'm going to go through this gun bill, though, because it's interesting how the resolution that the executive order that Phil Murphy did. And I want to go through it a little bit. So here's the executive order that he already did on this, what he's hoping the legislature will put into legislation, right? And it's interesting, the samples he uses. Whereas in New York Rifles Pistol Association versus Bruin, a conservative majority on the United States Supreme Court has invalidated New York's proper cause requirement for obtaining a permit to carry a handgun in public. And whereas this deeply flawed decision, interesting. This is a resolution for his executive order. He's saying the Supreme Court had a deeply flawed decision. Will increase the proliferation of guns in our communities and our streets to make our nation less safe. Really? The people who go and get concealed carry licenses make your community less safe. That's an interesting assertion. Whereas, although the Supreme Court's decision impacts New Jersey's justifiable need requirement, other requirements of the New Jersey something for obtaining a carry permit in New Jersey remain ineffective, including approval by the relevant law enforcement officer and Supreme Court that the applicant is of good character and is not subject to any disabilities set forth in section of C, thoroughly familiar with the safe handling and use of handguns. So it doesn't affect those parts of the New Jersey law, whereas New Jersey's common sense firearm safety laws have resulted in the state having one of the lowest firearm mortality rates in the country. X'd it out. Whereas nonetheless, over 5,000 New Jerseyans have been killed by gun violence in the past decade. 500 in the past decade? 500 a year in New Jersey? Whereas the recent mass shootings in Uvalde, Texas, and Buffalo, New York are just 2 of the more than 250 mass shootings in the United States in 2022. Really, it's because you don't hear about a lot of those mass shootings, do you? Because usually they're just some gang violence shit. Anyway, whereas New Jersey has not been immune to mass shooting events, including one in May 2021 that left 3 dead and 11 wounded. Interesting, he pulls out one example. Whereas gun violence is a public health crisis in this state and across the nation. Virtue. Whereas the majority of New Jerseyans do not support relaxing restrictions on who may carry a gun in public. Really, because, again, I want to know the statistics. How many people with concealed carry license commit a crime or a felonious homicide? I want to know. How many. What's the percentage? What's the likelihood that a licensed concealed carry holder, the person who goes to the training and whatever they have to do to get a concealed carry license, what are the percentages of those who commit violent felonies with guns and or kill a felonious homicide? I just want to know. I bet they can't. I bet they don't want to talk about that. Whereas state agencies have existing authority to issue regulations to reduce gun violence and enhance firearm safety, remember, which this does neither, including regulating the carrying of firearms in certain locations, such as public places, government property, and sensitive locations. Whereas there exists a compelling state interest for the state to coordinate activities of its agencies and to use available legal authority to decrease the risk of gun violence, which they are not doing wherever possible, whereas the Department of Law and Public Safety has been leading comprehensive statewide efforts to reduce gun violence, which this does not do. I'm adding those does not do. Whereas under my administration, the state of New Jersey will continue to serve as a national model for common sense and effective gun safety policies. Is it now? I don't know. I don't know anything about New Jersey. Usually when you talk about these things, you go, oh, wow, like New Jersey is the leading model for common sense and effective gun something policies and shit. Now, therefore, I, Philip D. Murphy, governor of the state of New Jersey, by virtue. We should just end the sentence. We should just end it right there, right? Virtue. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and by the statutes of this state. Really? The Constitution? Like which Constitution? You mean the New Jersey Constitution? The United States Constitution shall not be infringed. Anyway, keep and bear arms. Keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. By the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. That militia part, the preamble of that, still doesn't say, the militias can keep and bear arms. No, it says the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. It's very specific. Otherwise, it would have said the rights of the state to keep and bear arms or the rights of the militias to keep and bear arms. No, the rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. All right. I do hereby order and direct. 1, all state agencies shall immediately review their statutes, rules, regulations, and program requirements to identify actions that may be taken under the existing authority, determining whether and in what manner firearms may be carried, displayed, and or otherwise regulated. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Number 2, for purposes of this order, state agencies shall mean any of the principal departments in the executive branch of state government and any agency, authority, board, bureau, commission, division, institution, office, or other instrumentality. That's a weird word. Within or created by such a department and any independent state authority, commission, instrumentality, or agency over which the governor exercises executive authority as determined by the Attorney General. Really? Wouldn't that be determined by the Constitution or the state statutes? But he says by the Attorney General. Interesting. In furtherance of paragraph 1 of this order, state agencies shall review their existing authority regarding the following subjects, among others: A, authority to designate certain locations where carrying of firearms except by law enforcement shall not be permitted. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Authority to regulate the manner of carrying, transporting, possessing, or conveying firearms. Authority to adopt policies that promote firearm safety, prevent gun violence, and reduce threats against the public, including but not limited to in areas of procurement, contracting, and property management. 4, in furtherance of paragraph 1 of this order, state agencies shall be authorized to call upon any department, office, division, or agency of the state to supply it with information or other assistance to discharge its duties under this order. Good God. And finally, no later, blah, 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 nothing in this order shall be construed to supersede any federal or state law. So, shall not construed to supersede any federal or state law. Well, good, because the Second Amendment says that people shall have the right to keep and bear arms, or the rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. The rights of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. So, if it's nothing in this order shall be construed to supersede any federal or state law, so this is meaningless then, right? I don't know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that bit of nonsense brought to you by Governor Phil Murphy, FTG. Ladies and gentlemen, I got to go. Before you do anything, hit the like button. Don't click anything, nothing, until you click that little thumbs up if you haven't already. Also, please share the stream before, during, after the show. Also, if you'd be so kind, if you're watching on replay, put a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about Phil Murphy right now. or anything else we talked about. And if you'd like to sponsor the show, pdognight.live is the place to go. That's the less goes to other entities, and your donation goes to the person you want it to go to. But Super Chats, Venmo, Cash App are all cool too. Ladies and gentlemen, I must leave, but I want to thank all of you. Nice crowd here today. Thank you, Chicago Mike, for sponsoring the show. You are the Streamlabs Superstar sponsor of the day, and that's it. Time to go. Thanks for being here. My name is P. Wait. Oh, shoot. Almost forgot. Tomorrow, our guest tomorrow, Jen Thomas, an activist who is fighting against a lot of this stuff with transing kids. She doesn't like that shit. And she's a, she calls herself a feminist now, but she said she really just kind of became a feminist. But she's one of those feminists that the left don't like, the ones who are kind of a little bit critical about all the gender stuff. She is a gender critical feminist. I will have her on tomorrow. We'll be talking about some of the activism she does and just kind of the origins of all this craziness. So if you follow me on Twitter, I will have an announcement up on Twitter later today, and I'll have links to the show already because I'm going to set that up early. And we'll be on time tomorrow because since it's an interview, I don't have to set up a whole bunch of other stuff. So please join me tomorrow. That'll be great fun. And she's really cool. I've talked to her a few times in some of these Twitter spaces, and she's a cool person. So even though I don't think we agree on a whole lot of other stuff, I don't know. I've never really gotten that far into the conversation with her. But anyway, we'll see her tomorrow, and that'll be a good show. That's it. My name is P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here. Bye-bye. Hey, this is P-Dog Knight, and thank you for watching today on the P-Dog Knight channel. If you have an observation or remark you'd like to make about this video or my channel, I absolutely welcome you to write it in the comment section down below. I really look forward to hearing from you. And before you go, if you like what you saw but you're not already subscribed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and definitely click that bell that pops up afterwards so you'll be notified when I post new videos or when we go live. I broadcast my live show, The Morning Night Live, Monday through Friday at 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 o'clock Central. A special thank you to all the supporters of this channel who share our videos on social media and who make donations through Streamlabs, YouTube, Venmo, and Cash App, which are all linked in the description down below. Thanks again, and until next time, I'm P-Dog Knight, and I'm out of here.